What's up, everybody? Back at it with another Deck Doctor here. Another UK Frog coming in. Can't stay on for the stream, but that is okay. We're just going to read his little pitch, see what we can help with for this Fire Kirishima list. So, Reaper 622 says, not sure if I'll be able to stay on stream tonight due to the time differences, but we really appreciate a deck doc. The idea of the deck is to string out as much as possible in the fire symbol, and if I don't kill, I have a lot of momentum to push the turn after. I was running 4x detonation launcher, but changed it to long lasting when I was getting enough momentum without it. I can get copies of any cards you would recommend and would appreciate any advice. Sorry for the Patreon message. Just would like to get some help to play this at EU Nats. Well, good luck at EU Nats. Let's see what we can do. So, first and foremost, it looks like we've got like a lot of really good options here. I think that the deck might be a little too thick, and there's some foundation choices that I'm not in love with. I like almost all of the attack lineup, but we'll see what we can hang out and figure out. So, attack-wise, let's talk attacks. First off, he put Gigantic Explosion in the sideboard. I think that's a totally right call. I like Hellflame Stomp a lot in Kirishima. It's a 6 low for 6 in this character, or a 4 low for 8 if we want it to be. Rapid Punches has seen a ton of success in all these U.S. national events and the global national event. Howitzer Impact is incredible in Kirishima. It is always a 4-diff as long as it's not the first move that we play. And then lastly, Touch of Decay, Turn to Dust is like this classic combo of like if you block, right? Cards that I don't love inside of your main board. First and foremost, Prominence Burn. I think this card easily gets to be a 2 of. I think it does deserve to have a spot inside of your list, but I don't know if it needs to be here. I don't love Instant Explosive Release, but it does force the block. I think a 2 of is fine. And I'm a big Ignited Arrow hater. Let's look at our block zones and see what matters here. 4 here, mid, high. Of these, right? Now let's take and just go back to difficulty, right? We'll come all the way down here. High block, mid block, low block. I kind of want to just jam 2 Hellflame Stomps in here exclusively just to help with our block coverage, right? Our blocks are oh my goodness, are a little off. Hold on, let's go back to block zones. Oh no. This is an issue that we definitely have to fix. But I'm down for the 25 attacks. I think my personal opinion is maybe we want 24, but I don't necessarily know what to cut here. Honestly, it could be just like the 1 instant explosive release. Actually, it's long lasting explosion. I think long lasting being a 3 of is actually spectacular. Man, long lasting into Howitzer Impact Cyclone is such a good combo. It's such a good combo. Man, I miss long lasting explosion. I want to play the heck out of this card again. I'm gonna make a long lasting deck after this. Hey, it might just be this one, right? 24 attacks is probably where we want to sit, and I think our number is going to try and get as close to 66 as possible here. On to the foundations that we have, and I'll talk about the ones that I added. First off, window shopping. It's just either draw an attack card or check good. You also could just like play the foundation, right? Like, so let's pretend that like window shopping flips over a defrosting. I'll just play it. That's fine. It flips over an homage. I'll just play it. That's fine. Prehensile Tail, exceptional whenever we're like getting a bunch of momentum. Being able to Prehensile Tail and lift cards up out of our momentum is fantastic. It's also a high block. I think this card definitely deserves a spot in the deck. Seizing the Advantage is spectacular in Kirishima. We want to build as many foundations as we can. Revel in his masterpiece wants to give a ton of damage. Childhood Friends is really cool. Any card that has Earth and Fire, or Earth and All gets added back. So like Prominence Burn gets to get added back, Howitzer Impact Cyclone gets to get added back, Ignited Arrow, Hellflame Stomp, all of those get to added back, as well as any moves that have powerful. So Stun Grenade, Howitzer Impact Cyclone, giving a move powerful with Ignition. We also get to burn them a little bit. And this can kill them. So like Childhood Friends, when they're at 1, I win the game. I think this card at a 1 of is very, very cool. Agitation. is really neat because it is an extra draw card that then Kirishima gets to blow up on a turn and then rebuild, redraw. I think Agitation at a 1-of is really, really cool, and I think it replaces some things like Soul Piercing Glare, right? Or replaces like a Defrosting or something. Irrefutable Force of Nature is an insane card. It's crazy you're not playing it. And if you have a ton of momentum, I actually really like the idea of Capture Evildoers. Clearing out your card pool, it says that your stun grenades become insane. And like Kirishima is one of those characters that can just like keep going and going and going as long as you have the resources to do so. Howitch Impact Cyclone gives you those resources. Kirishima gives you those resources. Ignited Arrow gives you those resources, but you gotta have a clean card pool to do so. I think like a 2-of on Capture Evildoers sounds really cool. Now let's talk about the cards that I don't like in your deck. Actually, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add the cards that I want to play in from here. I want double Prehensile Tail. I want double Seizing because that card's very good. I want to play 1 Childhood Friends because I think that card's tight. I want to play 1 Agitation, and then I want to play triple Irrefutable. We might have to jump back in and look for more high blocks because this number is not good enough. But from here, let's talk about cards. First off, Press Conference, insane, crazy good. Quick to Act is good, but I think we might just drop it down to a 3-of. Talented Bakers in the exact same position. I think a 3-of is fine. Internship with Best Genist, I think is a card that we don't necessarily need, so I'm going to drop it to 2. Ice Gliding is a card we don't necessarily need, so I'm going to drop it to 2. Homage is insane. Calling for backup is nuts. Latent Skill needs to be here. Fastest Flame does not. Let's get rid of that one. Soul Piercing Glare, I love this card. If you love this card, you should keep it at the 2, but I think dropping it down to 1 is the right answer. I don't like Defrosting in here. I don't think that we need the 3-diff slot. Let's keep going. Let's Fight Bad Guys. Heroic Lineage, love it. Let's Fight Bad Guys being a 4-of, love it. And then I added all these cards in. Let's take a look back at our block zones. 17, 21. I think we might need more high blocks. So now let's take a look at block zone here. Prehensile Tail is my other one. Let's go look at Fire high blocks. Let's come back here. I'm going to bring this page over. We'll go High Block Foundation Search. Drowning is cool. Cool Student is cool. Capabilities is cool. Frozen. We love Frozen. Natural Leader is not bad. Yeah, there's not a ton of high blocks that are like shouting out to me, right? Like Latent Skill being a little 4-of is good. I mean, we could just like play like 2 Cool Student. We could do that. We could also just like pop Prehensile Tail up to the 4-of and just like let it rock, right? Just getting the momentum might not be the worst thing, right? 69 cards. I mean, that's the perfect number, right? Right, everybody? Maybe, man, to cut our numbers, we'd have to cut these, which I think are good. I mean, he was playing a really thick deck as well. I'm going to do this real fast as I pull up his list again. He was playing 68 cards, and so I don't know. Maybe, I mean, this is not bad. I cleaned up the block modifiers. I cleaned up the attack zones a little bit. Let's look at our spam count. Let's look at our spam count now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Just under half. I mean, that's probably fine, right? If we really want to cut some stuff, I guess we could cut Agitation, right? Like, we don't need that card. We probably don't need Childhood Friends. I just like this card. I think this card's so good. 3 and 3 I think is perfect here. Soul Piercing Glare I don't love, but I get it. I get Soul Piercing Glare. I think it's neat to have. I think Enhanced Commit, Flip 1 Rival Committed Foundation is very cool. I think this card actually should see more play than it does, just for that top enhance. 67 with 24 attacks means that we're going to be swinging. Our block zones are even. This might be the list, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this might be the list. I mean, you got a week to test, right? Test this and see how it works. See how it plays out. If you are absolutely keen on the Prominence Burns, play them. But I think this being a 6 diff is like a little spooky. If we really wanted to, we could push this up to like a 3 of, and I don't hate it. Playing 68 cards, 25 attacks. I'm just nervous about this card, you know? But it's like Stellar with Press Conference. I don't know. With that, I think this is where it's going to be. I mean, you came to me with an already very, very rock solid deck. I just think I added a couple of good cards. Prominence was terrifying against Andreas Lucia. Yeah, how many was he playing? Kadim? How many? There's no way he was playing 4, right? Maybe he was. I mean, his card's good. Don't get it twisted, right? Like, it's a 6 high for 9 on our character. That mitigates the cost. Removing the Fury attack lets your stun grenades hit a little harder. I think that this is cool. This card also, man, this deck is so much more interesting than the Earth Kirishimas. It's a real shame this character has the Earth symbol. Yeah, maybe, you know what? We'll leave it at 3. We'll leave it at 3 of the recommendation of World's champion, World's invitee, Keenan Meadows. Yeah, I'm here for it. I love the long-lasting inclusion. Once again, I'm not a huge Ignited Arrow fan, but I get it. I get why it's here. It is just free momentum in your deck that wants to play with momentum. So I get it. I think one of the biggest things that I'm here for is this Capture Evildoers. I think that the thing that I want to do the most is clear out my card pool and just keep swinging. Right? Imagine play a move, capture Evildoers. Stun grenade, stun them for 3, grab an Howitzer Impact Cyclone. What do you do? Lose, right? They just lose? That's tight. That's sick. So with that, that's going to be it for this Deck Doctor. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Reaper622, for the support over on Patreon in order to get your deck doctored. And good luck this weekend in the event. I expect you to win it all now. You're my racehorse. You're my mans. All right. Goodbye, everybody.